Good afternoon, happy Thursday. Thought we'd have a quick look at this and see if I can get it set up ready for flying. I've got my DX9. Had a couple of look on the YouTube videos. It looks pretty simple to do. He told me to make sure that the shot that I set it up correctly, read the instructions and whatnot, because obviously with the 3 different wing positions you're going to have different. Obviously it's got no aileron, so you're turning on your tail sections, flaperons I think they're called, and obviously there's no rudder, so it's only a 3-channel yank and bank. So I just need to make sure that obviously when the wings are fully extended I've got the full movement of the flaperons, and then when they're in the delta wing position you've got a little movement, because the last thing you want is a super fast roll. And also when you're in flight you transition between the 3 modes, that it transitions smoothly. So it's a 762mm wingspan fully extended. So basically you've got 3 steps: install your charger, battery, bind it to your equipped transmitter and fly it. It's as simple as that. Requires a full range 6-channel Spectrum radio, which I've got a 9-channel, 4-cell 2200 30C LiPo with an EC3 or an IC3 connector. Well, I've got an XT60 connector, but I've got a big lead here that I use on the other planes that I can plug the IC3 into there and then plug that into there. So I should be good to go for battery wise, because I don't know why Horizon Hobby and Eflite models just lately have been putting these stupid safe IC2 and IC3 battery connectors in, and it's just stupid. They usually have all, they used to be IC3s. Let's see. Put the light on. There used to be these IC3s all the time, the little blue ones. So I don't know why they've changed that, but basically this should be like a little UMX out the box. So let's go and open it up, let's have a look, and shift that chair out of the way. Let's cut a few things open so we can get it out of the box. Let's cut the tape open here. Well, that was easy enough. So I'm looking forward to getting this. I'm hoping I can get it set up today, and then I didn't want to wait till the summer, but I'm too excited. Just too excited. Especially after watching Top Gun Maverick again the other night. So there's the instructions. I'll go off camera and read them shortly. Let's put some of this tape up here. Put that to one side for now. Put that up there for now. Take these little protection pieces off. And there we go. So let's just put that there for a second. Get rid of the box out of the way. Quite a small model this, so I could possibly hang this one from the ceiling in the bedroom maybe, or something like that. Right, let's get rid of that. Right, let's have a look. Oh. So it's pretty light, considering. Thought it might have been a bit heavier. Nice foam. You can see the typical Eflite where it's got all the little divots in off the mould. So we've got steerable nose wheel. All this landing gear is detachable, which is only really ideal for unless you've got bowling green type grass to take off and land on. then it's not going to be really suitable, so you're probably better off hand launching it. So the wings won't move until obviously I've got it powered on. So the rod for the control surface actually goes through the middle of the thrusters in the back there. So let's have a look at, I mean, that's a quite nice delta wing position. Going into the danger zone. Let's have a butcher's at what's inside the canopy. It says a 4-cell battery. Now these are the 4-cell batteries that I run, the graphene ones. I've got a feeling that might be a little bit too big for this. It might need some chopping down, but we shall see. Well, again, it's got the, again, like I say, the little stupid orange IC3, which should be compatible with an EC3. But I'm not sure that it is. Oh, straight in. Happy days. So I don't need to buy any of these stupid safe batteries. I can use the batteries that I've got. And that's the only problem, is that I need to sort that out. I didn't do that connection very well, did I? I need to put a bit of glue on that just to stop them from coming out. Well, I'm happy that one's straight in, no problem. So that's good. Let's see whether we have battery clearance. So let's see whether. No, you see. This is where I'm going to come unstuck here. I think my batteries are going to be a little bit too. Yeah, my batteries are going to be a little bit too big. Jesus, that Velcro's fucking strong. Just pulled it off the bottom of the bloody foam. Let's put that sideways and just put it upside down for now. Yeah, I can't see my batteries are going to fit on there at all. No, look at that. How the hell is that going to fit in there? So again, it looks like I might have to buy new batteries after all, because the last thing I want to be doing is chopping any of the foam out of there. What an arse. I mean, these are decent high capacity batteries as well. These are 65C discharge, and it only recommends, well, it recommends 30C and above. So yeah, I'm not impressed with that. I've got to buy new batteries. Yeah, because I can't fit it any further forward than what it is. Let me just, and you'd have to, I don't know how you'd put that in with that plug anyway. You have to put the plug over the top. And then how's that going to fit? That's not going to... Bollocks. Right, okay, so I know my batteries aren't going to work, so I can't fly it even if I did get it set up. So, right, I'm going to go off camera for a bit. I'm going to have a look at quick look at the instructions and see if I can get it set up. And then, if I can, at least I can power it on. Show the wings working in the 3 different positions. So let's have a read. Let's have a read of that. Alrighty then. Right then, I haven't flicked through this big manual because there's no point in this. Just basically, it's just a load of shit on the build and setting up your arm injury rates and everything. Well, it gives you this basic setup sheet anyway. So basically it tells me, it gives you different transmitter settings and how to set up if you've got an IX series transmitter, if you've got an NX series transmitter, or if you've got a DX. So obviously I've got a DX9. So follow these instructions: model select, add model type, throttle cut, gives you the high and low rates. High rates 100%, expo 10%, low rates 70%, expo 5%. So that's for aileron and rudder. Throttle cut switch and all that sort. And then on the next page it tells you to basically trim the setup and how to launch it. Never hand launch it in AS3X mode. Always hand launch it in safe mode, because it'll give you more of a banked elevation for when you're launching it. And then after a couple of seconds it'll go back into safe mode, into AS3X mode itself. So that's good to know. I've set the flight mode switches up now so we can see I might have to turn it on and plug the battery in. So let's plug this in. Right, let's go a bit to initialise then. So we've got the AS3X mode, which obviously automatic, so it gives you a stable flight when you're flying. So we've got everything in low rates there now. You can see how much the tail's moving in low rates, and then flick it onto high rate. Which one is it? I don't think the high rates matter until you've got the wings swept forward, so we'll go ahead and put them into the forward position. Oh, how cool is that? So now we've got, you can see, so we've got hang on a minute, something doesn't seem to be working right here. I had it all set up just. Right, there we go, so doesn't seem to be much of a difference for some reason. Only when you're going down, low rates, you can. And then the left and right for your ailerons. They don't seem to be working either. I'll have to double check them. I did set them, but it does work when you put the sweep the wings back now. You can see how they're adjusting. So you've only got that much movement on your ailerons. Sweep the wings forward. You've got more left and right. I think that's the same with up and down. So that's your low rates. And when you swing them back, it reduces. So there we go with that, and then that might have been why. I think it might have been in safe mode. Let's try that again. There we go, because I was in safe mode. So I won't fly it on safe. Basically safe mode on these. It's the first time I've ever set a safe mode up. I've got a few other planes that's got safe mode on, and I never ever use it because I can fly. It's basically for those who lose orientation, and then you flick it in safe mode, and then it'll automatically right itself for you, basically preventing a crash. So I fly it off safe mode. So now got the low rate elevator. And there's the high rate elevator. Low rate, high rate. And then you've got the low rate aileron. The high rate. So you can see the difference. And then if I sweep the wings back, that'll still change. It'll automatically gradually reduce. Okay. So it should keep it a nice smooth transition when you're sweeping the wings forwards and backwards. And the same when you're in flight with the elevators too. But it doesn't do that if you're in safe mode. So I've got to make sure I've set it so I can hear whether it's on or off. Release the throttle. Throttle cut. Low and high rates. Low rate, high rate, low rate, high rate. And then I've got mode 1, 2 and 3 for the wings. So swept back is flight mode 3. Fully forward is flight mode 1. And then in between is flight mode 2. How friggin' cool is that? You know what? Balls waiting till the summer. This is coming out this weekend, I think. I've got to now. Well, saying that, it all depends if we can get a couple of batteries. Yeah, because that 4-cell won't fit in there. I'll have to see what the 4-cell smart batteries are like. But there we go. There we have set up the F14 Tomcat. That never gets old. See? There's no AS3X as much. Wondering whether that's the other way around now, whether... Well, I've read the book on there, that says it's off in the 0 position. See, that's supposed to be twittering away with the flight mode off, so you're in AS3X. So I'm wondering whether that's safe mode. Because AS3X should be like that to battle the wind and if you're bobbling about. So I'll just double check that. I might just need to check that. But there we go. And then obviously we've got the old there we go. So there is the quick look at the F14 Tomcat and the setup of it. Hopefully, maybe not this weekend, depending on how soon I can get. I've spent a little bit too much money this week, so I'll have to wait until I get paid again. And then I'm obviously going to have to see if I can get some some 4S batteries. The thing is, I don't know, I can just buy normal batteries and use the EC3 plugs like I have here, but again, I don't know what size them batteries are going to be. They could be bricks like this, whereas if I just go and buy the 4S batteries that are for this plane but with the safe IC3 plug, then I know they'll definitely fit. But I priced them up and they're like nearly 50 quid a pop, you know what I mean? And this is where Horizon are grabbing you by the balls really, because they're kind of trying to make you buy all their stuff. So there is a way around it. I could go and buy 4S 30C batteries. I mean, this might be just too big because it's a 65C. Maybe if I do buy a 4S 30C, it might be smaller. I could just bite the bullet on that and try that. I'll have a look on Amazon, and I'm pretty sure they give you the dimensions of the battery anyway, so I can measure this battery and then have a look at the batteries, the 30C batteries. I just think the 30C batteries might not last as long, and the problem with batteries on EDFs I find is they puff up rather quickly, especially if you like flat out all the time with them, because I've got some 6L batteries which are like bricks, and I've only used them a couple of times, and I try not to go flat out with them because they're a 90 quid a pop, and as soon as it starts to balloon, then you know you're going to start losing the performance of the battery in the end. So well, there we go, F14 Tomcat, quick look around it, quick setup, job done, boosh, next video of it be flying. So thanks for watching guys, I hope that wasn't too boring for you. See you on the next one with the flight review. Peace.